and come straight across to 5 of the original cast.
Our medic left. Now we got a sergeant. I think.
This is accurate. You have all been effectively requisitioned from your regiments and most of your normal duties to serve as a direct action force under the command of Inquisitor Kruger.
Which one was Kruger?
Mr. Kruger likes me.
He was the one that had the really scarred face. Let me grab him for you.
He also had a baby commissar in his retinue.
And that's right, we're all in power armor.
Or Ogrins.
Good old crispy face. Extra crispy.
Very crispy face.
Extra crisp.
So, for the benefit of those viewers who are just joining us, and because it has been a while, why don't you guys go through and reintroduce your characters? Also, you should probably change your Roll20 display names to your current characters again.
Oh yeah.
Already done. You're not Sienna anymore, Bob.
I know. I've already switched back to Jobman.
Not according to my Roll20, Bob.
Not according to Keikaku.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck. Why?
Zrem. Herc, hero of the people.
Oh, I just cracked 8 fingers at once. That felt great.
He also goes by another name, Beefsteak Sandwich.
I thought it was a crud rock crunch.
So I bought 0 skills.
I mean, I bought 1 skill.
I picked up Pier Imperial Guard, and I have 700 left. What should I buy?
I guess you're not introducing your characters. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alphabetical order from the bottom, like usual people. Winter starts, then Scow. Come on.
Oh, sorry. I'm playing Kenny again, the psyker, who always rolls badly.
Obviously the best at rolls. You had too much fun being competent in Only More. You've decided you punish yourself yet again.
Yes. I
Uh,
honestly do sort of miss rolling badly.
fair enough. I'm playing Carnadine Steel, the weapon specialist. I could have taken any number of special careers, but all I did was just stay weapon specialist and keep getting better.
I mean, I did the same thing with Psyker, but I have no advanced specialties other than the homebrew ones, which I didn't want to touch.
Yeah, the last thing she did was get her hands on a best quality MIU. So that everything that she does is even fucking better. And she is also a piercer sororist now, which is pretty fucking cool. That's about it.
I'm playing Majos Aspirant Malika, the voice of Mars on this planet. Well, acting voice of Mars anyways, until Helios gets all better. He got shot up a little bit, it's fine. What am I? I forget my specialty. Engine Seer Prime. So I am even better at doing the beep boops.
Ram, you're up.
I will be playing Herc Burden, the Ogren Bonehead. People seem to like me. I'm really good at my job, and I am training a little critter circus to hopefully go to Terra one day and perform for the Emperor and make him happy. Yeah.
Aren't you normally smart? Aren't you normal smart now?
Just because I'm as smart as an Imperial Guard doesn't mean he lost his good Ogren sensibilities.
It's true.
He's a Ryogrican. Traditional Ogren values.
That's comedic. And this guy, this lovable guy, is Jomum, whom I'm playing. He is not the brightest or the quickest.
He ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah. He really likes to swing that sword, though. He really likes killing stuff. Just gonna throw that out there. Yep. His goal. Yep. He's happiest when surrounded by people he can murder. He's a bit orky that way, but they let him into guard anyway.
That's just encouraged behavior among Ogrins. It's fine.
Yes. He is particularly loyal though to the Imperium. Like loyal enough for them to give him like special equipment and stuff like that. And he's been around the block a few times, so. So wait, he's basically a reworked Bullgrin, but he's technically he's a Bulwark Ogren.
Because Bulgrin isn't a class that's represented, so you know,
Yeah.
we use what we use what's closest.
Mm-hmm. I think that pretty much says it all for Jomum. Love
Yeah.
simple soul for simple times.
Simple solve, simple murders. Alright. So yeah, M is I mean you could bring Alder in now. I just need you to give me a token.
Token. Hello.
Yes, I'll get a token in a second here.
Cool.
Okay then. Right. So your current situation is that well, you have only recently been assigned to this base. You are to familiarize yourselves with it, and then when finished, report to the command center here. There's a Mechanicus section here, and a medical section over here, which I haven't been able to find a good symbol to represent yet. Yeah, what do you do?
How equipped are people looking right now? Like tooled and ready to fucking go?
People in general, or just all the people in your squad?
I meant at the squad, but I also suppose, like, what condition is everyone in this area in? Like, are they, like, say, I don't know, are they ready to fight Necrons? As ready as one can get, at least.
This is a inquisitorial command center, so troops here are more heavily equipped than elsewhere. Carapace armor and the hotshots are a fairly common sight, almost common enough to be the standard.
Pardon, sorry, Maz?
Did I cut out? Or...
I think I did for a moment.
Okay, yeah. Since this is an inquisitorial command center, troops here are relatively heavily equipped. There's a lot of carapace armor, a lot of hotshot las guns, so on.
Sweet. Let's see here. I know that I am myself tooled and ready to go. Are there any requisitions that we were able to do, or was that all done before?
Yeah, if there are any requisitions you guys would like, this is the time to be making them.
Mostly I just want to make sure I've got some more reloads for that las cannon, because it's getting a bit knackered now. I've got like one reload left after this one.
Okay, you can automatically knock yourself up to 3 magazines.
Sweet.
It's just, at this stage, ammo is common enough.
Excellent. Give this a little quick testy damage roll, just to see that it's disgusting still. It's okay. Oh wait, that was a real ass roll, so it should be far better than that. Fuck, that was incredibly poor.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just trying to fix a macro.
Fair enough. Let's see here. I got smags. Smags. I got smokes. I've got frags. I suppose, does Malika know anything that's particularly good to use against Necrons besides just trying to melt them with a las cannon?
Melter guns, plasma guns, hotshot weapons, anything with high pen.
I don't own a melter on this character. That's a terrible, terrible thing that I should resolve. But I don't also have the... Never mind, I don't have the weapon proficiency for it. Unless it falls under flame.
No, it falls under melter.
I've got Lasbolt, Flame, and Heavy. God, I have just a wall of ranged weapons, and then my melee weapon, a knife. My weapon skill is 29, even at this fucking level. Although I'm jacked up to 63 in ballistics, which is nice.
Oh boy, I broke a macro.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of acquisition-y stuff.
Okay, I want to melt a gun.
Okay, what are the modifiers on that?
I think a melter gun is very rare, and I'm gonna be trading in a best quality. Hang on. Best quality amped plasma cutter.
Okay. Do you have your logistics rating noted on your character sheet?
I think it's noted on.
I don't see our logistics rating on mine. Isn't it in a handout?
Um,
Mine's on my sheet.
I just remember mine being 10 higher than Rem's, because he was the second highest.
Mine's 35, so yours would be 45.
Mine's, I think, 30, but that was before it became Peer Sororitas, so I don't know if that at the same time changed anything.
It would depend as to who you're talking to.
Fair enough.
And if you're going and finding a sororita to mooch off of, then it'll help. But you know,
Yeah.
Okay, a melt-a-gun is very rare, yes, and I'm going to my Mechanicus buddies.
okay.
Oh God, please don't.
When you head there, you are able to find that Senior Engineer Helios has actually mostly recovered from his injuries.
Very well. I will pro-offer the title of Voice of Mars back to him.
You'll accept it with the appropriate pomp and circumstance. So you will be, more useful actually doing things than serving the actually bureaucratic functions.
You know, it's still a fun title to say.
It is.
True, because I believe that every single time you said it, you kept on. You would follow it with "Voice of Mars," at least for now, when the other one stops being exploded. It's like immediately leech all the gravitas back out of it again.
Well,
More like the
not
Echo
in
of
character.
Mars.
Like
That's
in
true.
character, I always said Voice of Mars, and then out of character, I was like, yeah, at least until another time, because reach exceeding my grasp, I really don't want the Lord's Dragon getting mad at me.
Yeah, makes sense. I'll take a quick wander through some armory stuff. An Emperor's Will would be nice.
Where on earth is the rarity on a plasma cutter?
You made it. This was like a unique weapon you gave.
Oh, is this the thing you looted from Helios? Not Helios, Icarus?
I don't remember. It's the best quality amp plasma cutter, range 20. You can look in my thing. I put it under ranged weapons.
Yes. So that is. Yeah. That's a pistol-y one. So
Hey, Scout, someone in friend chat is complaining about a high-pitched sound on stream.
A high-pitched sound on stream.
It says every time someone chats on stream, when you or the guys type it into the chat, it makes a whoop. Oh, that's what she's talking about.
Oh, I mean, that's just because I'm not tabbed into the page with all of this shit. Just don't fucking try and set it off on purpose. I'm clicked into it right now. Piece of shit. Yes, it's because I'm clicking through books and stuff. I might turn
I
that
just
bleep
wanted
off.
to. I wanted to test. Wanted to validate.
Nope, stand off now. This is why we can't have nice things.
alright. Yes, Malika. You
Yes.
are currently looking at a 95 to get a common quality melter gun.
What does good quality do for ranged weapons again?
Gives them reliable.
Ooh, okay. How much for good quality? Takes away 20, right?
30 in this
30.
this game. So you have a 65% chance.
Still broken.
Um. Yeah. Did you go with the squiggly brackets, like a pair of squigglers, not rounds?
You know what? You know what? Let's go for the good quality one. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm. Um. Yeah. And indeed, pick a single modification or customization to put onto it.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. Melta gun is range 20 meters, and I add double my ballistic skill, so it's 30 meters now. Melta weapon expertise, everybody.
Yeah, buddy.
The longshot sniper rifle is pretty funny, except it has no damage type because it relies entirely on special ammunition. It's the sniper rifle you fold down into a pistol if you need to, but it will still fire like whatever fucking explosive death slug that you had loaded in it when it was a sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty great.
Alright. Should I... You know what? Should I either add like a custom grip to this thing or get silly and do a quick release so I can reload half?
Actually, Rem, there's going to be a big problem with that macro because it's trying to compare 3d10 to a single 4. So let me give you the one you should actually use.
Okay. Jesus, that's a big macro.
It is, but that's the reality of having a gun with proven 4
Attachment
and
or
multiple d10s.
customization, Merzendi?
Either.
Oh. Okay.
Alright. Scout. Astartes bolts in the in one of the books.
Yeah, yes, it is either in shield or hammer. Give me a moment. Doot doot doot. Scrolly.
Jesus, that macro. God damn.
Forearm weapon mounting, guys. Oh no, that's too silly.
It's pretty extreme. It is in hammer under war gear and equipment on page 124 of the book.
Thank you kindly. So you have Pierce Aurorators. I'm also going to give you an extra plus 10 because there's actually an Astartes on the planet. So.
Yoo-hoo.
And you were hanging out with him. M.
Yes.
Total is 7,800 and none is pre-spent.
This is just the flat. Oh my god, even without any of the bonuses! Ah. It's just a raw 22 on a D hundo.
Yep. You're able to get a bolt casing and one of the Sisters Hospitaller in the medical area will give it a blessing and a little kiss.
Aww. I will thank her kindly. and chained it up around my neck, hide it under the armor. I need to remember exactly what a bolt casing actually even does. Let's have a look here. That's right, +5 versus fear and pinning.
Alright, so that's Carnarvon Malika done. Kenny,
It was just
what are you gonna do on base?
one. Okay.
I
I
don't
won't
really.
try for more. Okay. I won't be
Malika
picky.
can have my acquisition if she wants it.
Actually, I'll suggest one for Kenny. Kenny, you have a bolt gun,
Okay.
right?
I don't have a bolt gun.
You don't have a bolt gun?
What do you use?
No. Triplex or my psychic powers.
Do you at least have Haywire? The psychic power.
I have Observation Mechanicum.
Okay, what are your weapons things? And Merzendi, one of the reasons I ask is because an Omniscope is on like upgrades. So, if you want to say no on that, I'm totally fine with that. I'll just take like a red dot or something. So, what are your weapons things, Laz? That's it.
Yeah, just last. I think
Do you
I
have
got low
any-
tech too.
Do you have any XP to get any other weapon specializations?
I have 100 right now.
That won't be enough.
No.
I-
So no.
Have BS, and I think. Yeah, I don't have enough.
Okay. Well then, get a hot shot. An Omni, what is it called? The gun you're using, while good, is not good against Necrons. You need something with penetration.
Yep.
So try for a hot shot.
Okay, I'll go for that then.
Heck, is there a Crimson Guard special nerd hotshot that can be acquired with your say-so?
Do you want to give up an arm for it?
I mean, I could ask for him for a hot shot.
Is there some kind of like a lathe hotshot? Let's see here.
No, lathe pattern weapons are mounted onto your arm.
Oh.
Malika just had the mounting removed and has a hand there instead because she needs it for engine sear stuff.
Touching things, poking things.
When you say onto your arm, it's more of a sort of mostly instead of.
Yeah, it's basically elbow below is just a gun. That's most of the inventory.
Just fucking Iron Manning
So-
people.
Yeah, well, because Venatori are all like the super military-minded engine seers, so
Yeah.
they're better than they're considered higher up on the food chain than what are they called? Merzendi. They're the
Skitaria.
Skitaria. Yeah, higher up on the food chain than Skitaria, lower than engine seers. Okay, so yeah, just try for a hot shot, and I'll use my connections in the Venatori to try to get you to give you a bonus to it.
Is there anything that
So
you
yeah, I'll
would
go
like
for the.
to trade?
Let's see. Last pistol. I don't think I have anything. I have the Stormtrooper Carapace armor that I don't really need anymore now. I got power armor.
Uh, the Mechanica is always willing to accept carapace armor.
I don't think the last pistol's worth anything.
Also, just friendly reminder, you can try charm or commerce tests to help.
Yeah,
I
this is
don't
one
have.
of
I don't have fellowship. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this wasn't the character that had all of that Merzendi. That was my last character that had like 4 ranks of commerce.
Well, currently you are looking at a +20 and
I think I have 15. What was it for the prison planet?
You have 20 now.
Okay.
Actually, I think you may even have. Well, I'm gonna. There's a very outdated pinned message, so hold on, let me work something out. Malika, yours is 45, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we established Herc is 35. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am 30.
So,
Well, now more if it's with sorries.
oh, you got to 30, Scout.
I believe so.
Oh, well, everyone is 5 higher than they thought. Herc, you should be on 40, and Malika, you should be on 50. So
Sick. Yeah, we got some medals ages ago, and they bumped us up a bit.
Oh, that's right.
I think I vaguely remember medals, but we never wrote them down. At least
Yeah,
I
we didn't. So, Carney has 30, unless I didn't.
you have 25.
Okay.
Logistics rating you do get at least partly individually, but
Right. So 25, and then I'm adding plus 20 to that, and then what do I need to roll?
currently you're looking at 45% chance.
Okay. Fate point.
Okay.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, the last hotshot the last lot of hotshots they have are currently being repaired and undergoing sanctification. Try back in a month.
Okay.
You know you can. Oh, did you already spend the fate point?
I did.
Oh.
Alright. So Huck, what are you doing on base before reporting to HQ?
I guess going to the Hit Sisters Hospitalier for at one point to for a checkup, make sure I'm okay. Let the mechanicus know that my metal bits are still doing okay.
Are there even any Hospitaller on planet? It could just be a combat convent here.
Stray, look at the map.
Oh, okay, I refuse. Hey, I was literally on the opposite side, alright?
But also as well, when I got my thing, it was from a Hospitaller.
Kenny lost a fate point. That's right.
Today?
Just now, when we were talking about acquisitions, I got my bolt casing from her.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to figure out if I have to walk all the way to work, so
Okay.
Also,
busy.
I suppose also playing with the dog, and at some point going over to the person and trying to get a I don't know. Let's try for a mace fist.
A mace fist.
Classic.
Because if I can't have a power fist, might as well just have a lead lined glove I can punch someone with.
Fair.
Simple to build and use, designed to fit around the hand of an Ogryn. These spiked metal gloves are strong enough to survive anything an Ogryn might try. Not sophisticated by any means. Mace fists emphasize uncontrolled brute strength over finesse and technology. So yeah, no, that sounds exactly like what you're after.
Well, alright, that's average, so you'll have a
Can I go
plus
for
10, so
best
you're already
quality?
You have a 0% chance exactly for a best quality mace fist. What are you going to offer in exchange?
Hold on, let me look in here and see what I don't need.
I offer my fist. Just stab a best mace fist to where it used to be.
Also, Merzendi, if I have pure Imperial Guard, will that help my chances any?
You know what? This is a mace fist. It's not the height of sophistication. I'll allow Imperial Guard to stand in for Mechanicus here. You have a 10% chance.
Are they willing to take a Melt-A-Bomb?
What's the scarcity on a Melter Bomb?
I have 2.
What's the scarcity on a Melter Bomb?
Let's find out.
Scarcity on a Melter Bomb is very rare. You have a 40% chance.
I mean, you're giving up 60-10 energy damage. Pen 12, but you know.
I mean, I could give up the Iron Eater grenades instead.
What did they do?
They're corrosive.
Very brightly, corrosive doesn't actually do fucking anything on Necrons because they're all living armor and shit. We've seen that in action.
Yeah. I think I got them just for like an anti-armor option, but I've had my fun with corrosive.
How many Iron Eaters do you have?
I have 4.
So you currently are looking at an 80% chance.
That's pretty good.
And this is for best quality?
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll be good with just one Melt-A-Bomb that Herc has strapped to his hip, right?
Oh, if you're just trading with one Melter Bomb, then you're down to a 70% chance.
Eh, 70's okay. I'll do that.
And again, I remind you, you can roll Charm or Commerce to try to make it better.
I will roll Charm.
Alright, let's have a look.
Certainly something I didn't try with Carnadin's 25 Fellowship.
Oh Jesus, can I re-roll?
Yes, you can spend a fate to reroll.
Ugh, that is a
I'm not
97.
trust someone again.
Oh wait, you charming them with a hug. Can I get a silencer on my las cannon?
Oh, the guy fails his roll to oppose you, so you, have now basically just spent a fate point to give yourself an extra 5% chance.
Nice.
Yay.
75%. Huck, go for it.
Sick. Totally unnecessary. Right down to even any of the bonuses. Just raw fucking...
Mm-hmm. Just... oh, you can get a best quality mace first. Would you like love or hate?
All you need is love.
Get both.
All you need is love.
Alright. With big spikes, it spells out love when you clench your fist. Yes, that's because he's a starting career and he gets more aptitudes than later careers.
Yeah, we have hella aptitudes when we start out if we are a scrub tier.
Alright. And also, yes, everyone is pleased that you actually came in for a medical, and you know, you're fine. You're fairly certain one of the you're fairly certain at least one of the sisters performing it is slightly jealous of your gluteus maximus.
Well, he does have a he does have a jazzercise class. Would you like to join?
Go on and
I
roll
only
charm.
have two. I only have 2 people in it so far, and Jomum's not that good.
I have had a whole squadron take part in hot yoga with Herc. All confirmed kills.
Roll a what?
Charm, please.
Sick.
Alright, so a common sight around the base is going to be Herc and half a dozen battle sisters going through yoga.
Canada is gonna sit back, watch, and smoke.
Right. Jomum. What do you do around the base?
Oh,
You appear to be muted.
Have I been muted this entire time?
mm-hmm.
Well,
Probably.
Said what I have no major acquisitions I could think of.
What weapon are you using right now?
A Ogren Battle Maul.
That does sound real good. Is that real good?
Check.
They're in Shield of Humanity, right?
I think those are actually somewhat. That was a DM. That was something Merzendi thought up. I sort of had to ask for it.
Right. You're not able to use just a big power sword?
Oh, it's more like it's an item of gear that exists in the lore, but was never actually brought into the rule set.
Are you kidding? I don't think anyone sane would trust an Ogren with an actual power grade sword.
They
Apart
probably
from,
break it.
I mean, like I could imagine them being given a fucking like just a Puritan's wrath and being told to go chop. Because a Puritan's wrath looks like it's made to take an absolute shit kicking. That's the
No,
what?
but
And
then
the
even
super
if
chain
Ecclesiarchy
axes.
would throw a hissy fit.
Mm-hmm. Best chain axe.
What does that defensive mean? That I take a penalty to using it as a weapon?
Yep, but you get like a big bonus to parrying with it.
Plus 15
Oh.
to parry.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It is very good.
Oh, hey, I actually put points in parry.
Yeah.
Yay, me!
Yeah.
You do have like what's it called? Combat mastery, right? So that people don't have bonuses to ganging up on you in melee.
Pretty sure I do, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So he really wants to be thrown into large groups of enemies. That's
Yeah. I mean, shit. You're wearing a force field. Fucking hell.
Okay, guys,
Yeah.
I got my 5 companions.
sick. So that's the sergeantiest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, so you can actually crew a lemon Russ by yourself
I've also
if
got
a tank
killer,
battle
guys.
ever has to happen.
I've got tank killer.
A good tank killer is a tank killer all on his own with his entourage. You have a coterie, effectively.
Yeah.
He just has a little cult of sycophants following him around.
No, I'm Sergeant Slaughter from G.I. Joe.
Nice.
Oh god, this thing's concussive too.
I just remembered I have a force field too.
Lordy der.
Oh, what? My battle mall?
Your
What?
deflector buckler has an integrated force field.
Oh,
It would be amazing if it was in the sword. You just start smashing people with your not sword, your hammer. You just start hammering people with a force field. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck you! Actually, my mall does technically have concussive because I have concussive. I can hit someone that bad. Anyway,
Yeah, so sure you don't have any big acquisitions, but what do you actually just do?
no. Mm, he's going to. I guess. Hmm. You know what? He's gonna exercise. Gonna practice swinging that big old hammer of his. Or target, or the melee equivalent of target practice. I'm sure that they have.
Some spare tanks to punch to death?
It's something to that effect, yeah. Just
Does that damage roll look right? I don't know.
1d10 plus 5 plus 2, and then the floor of your strength bonus 70. Yeah, no, that seems fine.
Okay.
he might visit the church. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, throw up some prayers to the Big E.
Oh my god, I forgot how good my hotshot las gun was as well. It's got a targeter and a prey sense sight on it. And the custom grip. Cute.
Yeah. Weapon customization just requires time and tools for trade armor. So do I have time to slap one or two on, or no?
You've got time for one or two.
Don't blow your successes early! No, pets, no! Now it's gonna be nothing but 80 plus. That was your one good roll so that you could like put down the field and then just be useless for the rest of the fight, but still be like, at least I put down the field. Nope.
Also, that was
So-
that didn't add my bonus per psi rating either.
Oh, fair enough.
So that had more degrees of successes than that.
So now that I've done that, I have time for one more. Uno mas.
Uh, uh, what are you putting on?
Oh wait, yeah, I did.
First one was modified grip.
You know, I should have
Grip
probably
haven.
just figured that, but you know what?
Second one, I would like either to install a quick release or a modified stock.
Okay. Yeah, you've got time for either of those. Let's see. Which one?
You know what? I've already got like a red dot on this, and the custom grips bit gives me another +5. Let's go for something that helps with the reload. I'm gonna try to put a quick release on here.
Cool bums.
It is now a half action to reload my melt gun.
Mm.
I mean, I could have
That's-
put it for every time I shoot it that I have a plus 17 to hit with the red dot, custom grip, and modified stock, but I thought, you know what? Let's not go too nuts here.
Alright.
You're gonna have to remind me of the rules. It's been a while since I've done actual melee combat.
Well, when we get there, we'll get there. Also, guys, just to let you know, if you aren't familiar with 40k symbols, this is the medical symbol,
Yep.
this is the Adeptus Mechanicus symbol, and this is the Ecclesiarchy symbol. So, this is, your chapel bit.
Your hurly
Oh.
person thing. I probably spent some time around there, sure.
Okay, so that's the actual. Okay, I figured the oh well.
But,
I don't think the Mechanicus or the Inquisition want me.
That's not Inquisition, that's
Or
Ecclesiarchy.
the Ecclesiarchy, I meant.
It's Administorm.
also, have I shown you... Yeah, I put the art I'm using for the Hospitalis in the token archive, didn't I?
Yeah,
They're really cute, though, aren't they?
they are great.
For stream's benefit, there you are. Look at those freckles.
They do. The freckles was a nice touch.
Oh my.
I don't blame you for getting them confused, Winter. The symbol of the Inquisition looks like that, the eye, but it's red, the skull is in the middle, and there are 3 little
Scales.
scale marks, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was just a slip of the tongue. I heard her say Ecclesiarchy.
I'm glad to know that I do minimum
The eye
15
didn't throw me
damage when
off.
punching someone.
Looks incredibly similar, but yeah.
I need to continue building more Warhammer tokens. But holy shit, did I make a lot of Sister of Battle tokens.
I know, I have them all. You shared all of them, and there's like 20 or 30 of them.
No, there are 57 of them.
Yeah, well.
Do you know, it's
That
somewhere
was
around
a
that
long time
number.
Anyway, Em, how are you doing on experience?
I have 4 grand left to spend, almost, but I've got the talents I want. I just basically am spending it on characteristics now.
Alright.
Don't forget awareness.
Yes.
Aware who?
Aware Star. Stream can see one of my favorite tokens, the Sororitas Inquisitor.
I should probably put some experience into perception.
Do you want to just briefly pause so we can go over your acquisitions? And then you can go back to experience
Sure.
while description stuff is going on. It's just that
Obviously, I need hotshot lasses for all 5 of my comrades.
Are these combat
don't-
comrades, though?
Oh yes.
You're getting the combat comrades from Hammer of the Emperor?
Yes, your commander.
what do you mean, combat comrades, Stray?
No, it's not combat comrades, but like when you can get like Ogren comrades that can do extra stuff, and you can get like combat servitors.
Oh,
The
We can't get
special ones
veterans.
from Shield.
Shield of Humanity. There we go.
okay.
Yeah.
See, I spent the 400 XP 4 times from commander, so I get extra comrades.
Yep.
I assume, unless there's extra cost for, like, I don't even know if I don't have shield, so
Yeah, you have to spend like XP or money getting comrades that can actually like enter the fray and fight. Otherwise, you just get new orders. Like you can order your comrades to flank and lay down covering fire, which gives people like a +10 to do X.
But I wouldn't actually have them on the field then, so I'd have to. Okay, well then I guess I'd spend the experience on that, but I'd need that book.
Hold on. Like, Stray is talking about for your comrades to operate independently of you. You, like, basically need to get, the unusual comrades for them to be any good. For them to just sit around giving bonuses, you are fine as you are.
Okay.
And also, like, at no point have I ever cared what your comrades are equipped with. I just assume they've basically got the same as you.
Oh, then they already have all hotshot lasses.
Well, of course they do. They're from your regiment.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Comrades are in this nebulous space of me not really giving a flying fuck about them 90% of the time.
Yeah.
It's a safe place to be.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get like 5 D20 plus 4 pen 7 shots every turn though. Just as long as you know that.
No, of course. Yeah, I know that.
But they will give him, a +25 to hit. Anyway, so, yeah.
No.
What would you like?
Well, obviously, I need to get some mortars, Acatran mortars, because then I can have 5 bombarding mortar squads.
Oh, just get 5 rounds rapid.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I think with that commander specialization, I get a power sword, but I don't have. I hope I would never have to use a power sword in melee combat with the Necron.
I'm sure that's fine. From my experience, nothing happens at all except you get dropped to 1 hit point and then you have to punch him to death with your power fist. It's fine.
Hey, power fists are legit, yo.
They're fucking dope as shit. It's why I made a character solely based around using one.
Can you imagine Autumn with a power fist? It'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
So
I was
I'm
just
thinking,
maybe thinking you might like some sort of a rifle.
yeah, I'm
At
thinking
all?
I'll trade that. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll trade that common power sword in for well, I guess I could train in plasma or something, but should I just stick with Laz or train in plasma?
I mean, they've both got their upsides. In a way, I think that just like hot shot las guns are gonna do you a better one, because if you're doing a barrage and you have the like all the sergeant things, and it's like every bullet you hit with gets more damage. So you want like you don't want economy. You want just to fire as much hot death at them as you possibly can in a turn.
Or like a best quality plasma rifle.
Do those have
anyways.
Do those have lots and lots of shots?
It's like 3 shots.
Oh no! Come on now. We're talking like just fucking unload.
Hot shot las gun only has 3 shots.
Oh, they only go 3 as well.
Oh, it's the same then.
Yeah, you need to look at auto guns for lots of shots.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Fucking hell.
I was about to say auto guns with bleed nuts, but that'd be a stupid idea.
Ripper guns.
Okay, a plasma 2 has ROF 2, but it's 1d10 plus 7 energy. Pen 6. You need to have the heavy. We'll need to pick up both the heavy and the melta ability to be able to use a multi-melta. So you have to pick up both of those specializations.
They are fucking dope.
Then we're just a squad of like anti-tank units.
Basically, I walk around with a man-portable las cannon.
You have two
A
auger.
plasma gun is range 90. It's got a ROF 2. It's 1d10 plus 7e, pen 6, clip 40. And if you get best quality, you take away the overheat, but you keep the maximal. And it's only very rare rather than multi-melta, which is extremely rare, and you're also going to have to invest in heavy melta, and you also have to remember it's a blast weapon. So you
Yeah.
can't fire it when all your comrades are like,
And if you take
Yeah,
all the plasma weapon feats, you actually make it into a pretty fucking legit weapon once you get a best quality plasma.
Yeah, so I think that's what I'll go with. I'll go with the plasma rifle. I'll have to train into plasma, but that's fine. That's just one. And then
Okay.
trade in the common power sword and the
as a commander, you get a common quality bolt gun and power sword. And Merzendi, can you have a small bonus because this character had no gear to trade in? So like a plus 10 maybe?
Yeah, I was actually gonna, basically let him say all he wanted, and then the reasonable small things he'll just get to have. Because otherwise,
Okay.
this will be a hilarious, show of M dying repeatedly.
Hey, at least can we bring back the undead
I
horse
think
then?
I think that's what this show is going to be with my comrades, but sure.
So yeah, so try to go for a BQ plasma gun and use that loads of experience to pick up the plasma expertise and plasma mastery.
Okay, and then I could also trade in the hotshot Laz, along with
Also,
that.
note the gunless that Commander gives you. Like, either a best quality las or a good bolt. That's,
Yeah, like I said.
yeah.
Yeah, but either way, like I've got that hotshot Laz, which is probably better than a best quality Laz, anyways, right?
Yes.
Okay, so either way, I'd be trading whatever the commander gun gives me in.
Yeah. So,
Like that's what I'd do. Like that's what I would have done if I was.
If you get a best quality, plasma weapon expertise won't be too good for you, simply because it allows you to overcome the overheat. However, it leads into weapon mastery, which when you're firing it on its maximal, you get like +2 damage, pen, and blast.
Okay, yeah, then it's worth it. Yeah, I'll go for the plasma. Do I have to make a roll here?
When a
or-
character fires a plasma weapon such as plasma
Hang on.
pistol, gun, cannon. Oh, it's just reading mastery.
yeah. We are trying to deal with stuff, so normally reading this aloud would be helpful, but right now just want to go through what M gets. This case, knock off your power sword. Knock off. Well, you don't even have it written down. Yeah, knock off the power sword. I do want a logistics roll from you. This will determine whether you can get it at good or best.
Okay. The logistics is. I'm not sure what my logistics would be, actually.
This roll you're looking for below a 35. Would you like to
Tempted.
spend one of your fate points?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh
You
well.
could spend your other fate point to make that a success. This does mean your gun will literally never misbehave.
Yeah, actually, I will. I'll make that a success.
Okay. Yeah, you have a best quality plasma gun, and
Now I've got to figure out what to do with armor, because I think the flak armor would be a bad thing to have.
Mark yourself up to Stormtrooper Carapace.
I was about to say,
Oh,
can we just give him an auburn-sized cod piece and call it a chest plate?
Ugh, no, my chest smells like crotch sweat. I've got a terrible case of swamp chest.
That does bring the
Stormtroopers
question, do they
sticks
have
everywhere,
showers
right?
big enough for Auburn?
It is, yes.
Or do they just hose him off?
Deafening silence.
What?
You're putting your gear in your talents section. Your plasma gun and your stormtrooper carapace appear to
Yep.
be things you bought with experience, which I
Yep.
commend you for, but yeah, I want to look a little bit down, my dude.
Yogrins.
Any other gear you would like?
Well, I guess I would like a Lehman Russ, but I doubt I'm going to get that.
You're not going to be able to use it most of the time.
Yeah.
You've got the keys to one, but it's gonna be sitting in the garage until you get a mission where you can just, roll in with your tank and then be better than everyone else.
Yes. You
He'd
guys
be better off
we
just getting a
listened.
combat jeep.
I guess the only thing I can really think of is like a power armor or something. I don't think there's anything else that I need. I assume that taking the Vox specialty with one of my comrades means that he comes with a Vox kit, and I don't have to get
That
that too.
is a correct assumption.
Yeah.
You have a radio, boy.
All right then. Can you guys think of anything that ridiculous amount of comrades could use?
What kind of guns are they using?
Apparently, like they just give bonuses to the best quality plasma rifle. So
Because if you just say they have auto guns, you can give them tracers, and that gives you an automatic +5 to shoot. Because they're literally making a laser pointer to whatever you need to hit.
I'm pretty sure they do that if they're using best quality plasma rifles, anyways.
True.
Your comrade's gear just does not matter for most things. That's
If I had Shield of Humanity, I might spend more experience there, but I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything I need to buy.
There's really no equipment in Shield of Humanity.
Okay, then
there's quite a
I guess.
bit, actually. That's where the power armor lives.
Oh,
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
then,
yeah, true.
That's why I haven't found any power armor.
But weapons and stuff is, yeah.
Would you like to roll for some power armor? It's very
Yeah,
unlikely, but you can try.
Yeah, that's what you said about the last two who tried.
Yeah, anything that's over 6. Actually, is there any other armor that's over 6?
There's smaller power armor.
You can get light power armor.
Could I get a helmet that has like a built-in puke dispenser unit so that he doesn't like choke in his helmet? Like, I mean, we've seen so many people die that way that
Wow, what is with you and vomiting in helmet?
I believe due to fear effects, he's had 2 individuals who nearly died in their helmets.
That's true.
And then we saw someone die doing that. One of those stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Straight.
His typing failed him.
Yeah, the image embed didn't work.
Oh dear.
It's just got to end in PNG or GIF or some JPG.
It
Yeah.
Go on and roll a D100 for power armor. Well, would you like light or full size? Light gives you more AP, some bonus strength, and you have
Oh,
dark
light.
sight and atmospheric seals.
Oh,
Full
definitely
size
light.
gives you extra AP, but makes you easier to hit.
No, it's definitely light power armor. I mean, he's got to still look like he's wearing a muscle strip.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me.
Yep. No.
At one point, you almost managed to get power armor. Then you were chased out of the mechanical factory by angry servitors. You're not entirely sure how a servitor can be angry, but these ones very obviously were.
I thought that
I
thought at worst
was going to say that you almost got one, but then it was confiscated by the Inquisition for some strange reason because the last 10 people that wore it went insane.
Or, more likely, it was confiscated by the Inquisition and given to Kenny.
Well, he was going for light power armor. Kenny went for full power armor.
Yeah, they still took it for Kenny, and then it got redirected to someone else.
But yeah, with all of us in power armor and working for the Inquisition, we just ended up being that image.
The fucking kill team.
I am greatly amused by how this turned out.
Well, as I recall, Winter had like a 10% chance or something like that, and he rolled a 3.
Yep.
For my power armor?
Yeah.
I found this power armor.
It fell off the back of a truck.
Yeah,
No,
actually, that was the...
It was the one that we got from...
Oh, the one that had to be purified.
Yeah. You murdered a mini-boss for it.
Yeah. We had to do like a week of purification on it. It was Carnadin who got power armor on like a 3. With Scout's amazing rolls.
Yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes.
Wait, is that the picture I think it is? Oh, I fucking love that picture.
Alright,
The guy in light power armor on the right, that's Sergeant Slaughter.
So, if there's nothing else you can think of, then we will carry on.
Yo.
Yep.
Alright. So, time comes to pass, and you are called to the Inquisitorial headquarters. You are instructed to meet one Sister Vendetta.
Alright.
Sister Vendetta? Was she in my yoga class?
No, she's not a hospitaller.
The ultimate question, though, does she approve?
No,
She
the
approves
ultimate,
of nothing and no one.
I
the
like
ultimate
her
question
I like her style.
the real ultimate question is if she was in the pillow fight with Carnadin, and did she win?
Yeah, but she pillow fights with a brick, so it was a non-contest. Let's face it, Condon's not really charming anybody.
Alright, so Kenny,
Yes. What?
are you going to headquarters?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, it's just everyone else moved their tokens, and yeah. So, oh. You must be Special Operations Squadron 2. I am Sister Vendetta. I will be your liaison and not overseer.
Hi, I'm Herc. This is Carnadon and Malika and Kenny and Joma. We're really good at what we do.
He isn't wrong.
Indeed. I have read the reports of your actions. They are most satisfactory.
That's good enough to me. And what operation is it we're doing that you're overseeing?
First, Sergeant Brown. This is the squad you have been assigned to.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's
Ugh.
small. Can I hug him?
You just look down the at your new squad, 2 Ogrins, and then like 3 people in power armor look down at you. And also, why is the sister so big?
I'm used
She's
to
in
it.
power armor.
Yeah.
Light power armor does not change your side category.
She's not in light power armor.
Sororitas power armor is all light power armor.
She's a canoness, yo.
Canonesses still wear the light power armor.
Really? I thought they upgraded.
Yes. No.
I will also point out, in Only Drunk, you also had all of your sororitas being large, so yeah.
I was also want to point out the name of that campaign.
So, just
He
because
gave
Matt
me a
hasn't labeled it
mention,
drunk doesn't
damn it.
mean she's not full of wine. So
Yeah,
why don't you
I-
hush your whining?
Oh, I remember Only Drunk.
I
He
don't.
gave me a
I remember nothing of that campaign, pretty much. The first episode, I had drunk like half a jar of Baccarona. Anyways, sorry.
She crosses her arms in front of her. The Lord Inquisitor has constructed several plans to deal with the situation on the planet. You are all familiar with it, I take it?
With the situation or the plan? With the situation, yes.
The Xenos abominable intelligence that the treacherous Inquisitor woke up. I'm
Do I
quite
have
aware.
to kill that one of those things again? That thing wasn't fun.
Oh, I had a good time.
But
We did not fight a Necron proper. We fought a shard of one of its fallen gods.
I mean, that if anything sounds far more impressive than just killing some Necron.
Yeah, remember that angel? He was nice.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, yes, the plan.
For the first stage of the plan, a vehicle is required, one that is capable of rapid extra-atmospheric flight.
Uh-oh.
Boy, does that mean I get to go in the air again?
Last time you were in the air, you came down and crushed a Heretic Mechanicus to death with your own rear. I
Yeah.
really hope so.
I like falling out of the sky. The breeze feels nice.
Are we hot dropping again?
No.
Oh,
First, you must secure the vehicle. The transports that survived the landing and the space battle are insufficient. They would be too easily shot down by Orc or Necron flyers. However, I have coordinated with Captain Leonidas. A suitable vehicle has been located, but it is in a former Sashuran bunker.
I take it this means a violent reacquisition.
Cool.
Indeed. Or, well, I have been informed several of the Sashurans acted from ignorance. While that is no excuse, they may be allowed to martyr themselves in combat against the enemy for their repentance. You do not need to execute them. Her face takes on a slight frown.
I am moist in anticipation. I said that out loud. Let's go do the thing.
Wiggles mechadendrite.
I'll have to tell the girls that I'm gonna have to postpone tomorrow's yoga.
If you can ask one of them to hand off like just a brief case of painkillers, it's probably going to be necessary before the day is done.
Very well. We'll see to it that is done. You will be approaching the bunker through the underground rail lines. I trust, Major Aspirant, that you can persuade your Ogreners into tunnels.
I
The
can do that. Maybe. Yeah.
It ain't so
Life-
dark.
Life finds a way.
Alright, I know what to do. I requisition some big, because I know that there are mount people. I'm going to get some of those big horse blinders, and then I'm going to give each of them a torch to hold in their teeth, and it'll make the cave look huge. I am not kidding.
I would further recommend that you acquire some form of light source. It is unknown as to whether the bunker's power system is active. If it is not, then several of you would be unable to see.
That is rather unfortunate. I know that I'm fine. I don't suppose you have some way of seeing in the dark, do you, Herc?
No, but I'm getting over the whole darkness thing.
Yes, okay, we'll get you a nice big floodlight to carry around, which I imagine is like an Ogren flashlight. It's just a floodlight.
Wait. I have a glow stick.
I mean, that's a good start, but I think we should get you a nice big floodlight, especially if it then blinds things looking at us. Actually, that would be really convenient. I'm gonna look at the landing strip and then just really seriously consider just stealing a landing strip floodlight. Malika?
Hang on, I'm looking for something.
Okay.
Now, what were you saying? Hang on. I'm making sure. I'm making sure of something. I might be able to just fix this in like 3 seconds by like walking 20 meters in this game.
I'm sure you can generate light by moving around, but
I can generate light, but I can acquire something that might let us. Let me see where this is. Yeah, just continue on without me. I have to look through a rulebook real quick.
okay.
What you looking for?
Don't worry about it.
For obvious reasons, a pilot will be assigned to you. Don't lose him. He is one of the only ones qualified in flying that model vessel outside of the Astarias proper.
Oh god, please let it be the guy who was just like unfairly crammed into the fucking old carrier with a gun hot welded into its base.
Oh, I actually still have control over his character sheet.
I
Sick.
really just hope it's the guy who wanted to go have some stress after he saw Kasaya and what's her name, and then got walked in on.
This is indeed the same guy they were talking about, and I was indeed going to go with that guy.
Nice. He looks at us all and he's the one who gets the Booker nosebleed. What the fuck is going on here? Welcome to chapter 3. I don't even know what that means. That's right. Oh my god, his name is George Butts. Incredible.
Did you have any questions on this operation?
None that I can think of. Has there been anything down in the tunnels themselves yet that's flagged any kind of concern, or is it going to be a straight shot until we reach the bunker?
It should be a straight shot. We have not fully re-explored them. I would recommend, at least for a portion of the distance, proceeding on foot rather than via a rail car. If there are any miners or traps, you would be more easily able to detect them that way.
Understandable.
Okay, I found it. I scrolled past it like 5 times. Carry on. I need to go see the Mechanicus after this.
I mean, we're done. We're ready to roll.
Okay, I need to go see the Mechanicus.
Vendetta will look at you to see if there are any other questions.
Does she object to us stealing a floodlight?
Do you actually say that aloud?
Yes.
I wouldn't worry about illumination. I'm gonna go take care of that with my peers at the Mechanicus.
I would also question how you plan on landing if the landing pad here is not properly illuminated.
Well, it would only be one floodlight out of like 9. But no, okay, that's fair. If Malika has it handled, I can't think of anything else.
But if I have a glow stick and like 20 mirrors, I don't need a floodlight.
Okay. 20 mirrors. I'm just going to try and amplify one glow stick with a mirror power.
I have a rechargeable lamp. Whether or not my character is smart enough to know how to turn it on is a entirely another question.
If there's anything that an Ogren has learned how to use, it's probably something that creates light.
Press button, it turns on. Press button, it turns off. Holy fuck.
Heaven forbid the light does not turn on or turn off.
Hopefully George didn't actually say that out loud. He'd be shot by the sister.
Well, the first part, yes.
Well, neither part, yes, he's not actually here yet. But,
And, incinerate priests are held in high regard. Anyways,
Very high.
I need to go over here now. Trump.
okay.
Alright. I'm gonna go over there and approach Helios and point out that as a decently high-ranking member of the Venatori, should it not be within my rights to order a monotask serve of skull?
Requisition me a fat beat.
Major's aspirant. Yes, that is... Yes, that is something you can most certainly requisition. It is indeed almost peculiar that you have not already.
I have been incredibly busy, and my servitor was enough for most time. Anyways, I request a illumination monotast servo skull.
Thy will be done.
All right, cool.
Right, so basically...
We did it. I did it.
Stray, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Would you prefer to just have your token set so all players can see the light you emit, or would you like a little servo skull token?
Honestly, a little servo skull
You're cutting out, my
token
dude.
per more than Any better?
Once more with feeling.
All right. Honestly, a small servo skull that Jomum and Herc can control, so they can move it around into places they can see. Because I don't go as far forward as they do. I already have dark sight.
Alright, sure. Just give me a sec to grab one. I'll set it so everyone can control it. That'll just be easier.
Okay.
Can you
Just
also
Bob-
requisition a fat beat?
No.
This is a
Bob
single
Grant,
task,
go
Servo
ahead.
Skull. You need a duo for it.
Yeah, you need a omnitask servo skull, or like, yeah, anyways. So yeah, you two control that little servo skull. Put it where you want.
Where is it?
Now
In the
you're in.
moment.
I have to, get one for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm like, I don't see it. How can I control it?
How can one control that which cannot be seen?
Exactly. That is an existential question right there, Scout. Meanie people.
I think the answer is with your deck.
I have been known to do so in the past, and so I accept your explanation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I've deactivated lasers with my dick, but
Yeah, I've also blown this fucker down.
hey, Antichrist, Beelzebubs, you know our weakness, our rocket sauce.
So controlled by all players. And it's light out to 40 and 20.
It's basically a flying servo skull with a brazier. Pretty metal looking.
On the token, it has glowing eyes rather than a brazier, but that's just because braziers are hard to fit.
Yeah, and it's usually behind the skull, so who cares?
All those hot coals would just keep falling out of it. Fuck.
There.
I'm dropping out. I'll be jumping back in right away. I'm just switching headsets.
Cool.
Okay. Alright then. Yeah. Malika now has a servo skull familiar with, glowy bits. And yeah, you head out to the little train. There is a small Imperial Navy pilot there. He looks pretty pathetic in a flak vest and a black uniform. It's
Smoking profusely.
As compared to the pimp squad that's rolling up on him.
yeah.
I look at him. Ah, Navy.
Oh, he's small. Can I hug him?
Please remember what the sororitas said. We want him alive.
Oh,
Oh, that's reassuring.
That I specifically made you a pet that you can accidentally crush.
Das Uberskull? That's someone really kitted out their servo skull. Alright, now fly! And it just beeps there on the ground, unable to lift itself.
No,
No,
I
those
made
things on the
the-
back. No, the link there, the bottommost one. I know that those things at the back there are meant to actually be thrusters, but part of me imagined it's rocket batteries. That thing can't leave the ground.
That's not even a servo skull though. I forget what they're called, but they're like something gun things. They're kind of like the plague guns, but Imperium.
Yeah. Anyway, is this dude equipped at all? Because if not, I can toss my las carbine.
He has a flak vest, a black uniform, and a silver auto pistol. He's not a combatant.
This is fair, just wanting to make
It's
sure
that
he's
way.
okay. You know what? In fact, I will hand him a smoke grenade. I will inform him that if things get particularly ugly and you're afraid of getting shot at because, for whatever reason you get a little bit further away from us, drop a smoke grenade to keep yourself from being shot as easily.
Yes, Mum.
Just stay behind all the people in power armor.
Clunk, clunk.
Was literally my plan.
There you go. But yeah, he can have a smoke grenade. If for whatever crazy reason we get separated, I feel like a smoke grenade's a good fucking idea. You don't have to shoot one of those.
I actually emit like a meter of light from my melta weapons.
Yeah, I know. But that's
It's
a meter.
funny. It's actually pretty funny. Huddle around me, boys. I will be your power source. No, it's good. The servo skull does like 20 meters. It's good.
Yep.
All right, let's do this.
Lock and fucking load, baby.
It's BRD Leroy Jenkins.
So,
If you look
No,
into
there's
the
no way you'll
Discord
be able
at
to see
certain
that.
page, you'll see I found something.
Pardon, sorry?
Looking prom.
What? I don't want to do that. I'm streaming. I can think of better things to do than look at porn. No, of course I'm kidding. Let's have a look here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, not bad.
alright. So you see the big pink square? I would like you guys to form up in it, with your front eastward.
Let me find the big pink square by zooming out. Okay, there it is. Fuck it.
Every time. Every time. Hey, Pets, you too.
What, me?
God
Yeah,
damn
you.
it.
Okay,
Put yourself in the
over
marching
here, where
order.
Yeah, pink square. We're facing this way. Stand behind us, like right where my thing is, right here.
Okay, sorry.
That's fine.
Likewise, M can't hear us, so you'll just have to throw him back there. He's waiting on Discord to do its thing. Dun, 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 dun.
Alright then. A smaller, an in-atmospheric shuttle takes you to the railway station, and then you are loaded into a train car. Are you going to take the railway line all the way there, or are you going to what?
They recommended hopping off just in case, like, on the lead up to the bunker there was something along the line of mines, and although we could probably see them coming between Malika's super techno eyes and my actually kind of pretty great techno eyes, spotting them and then stopping the car at the same time is a different matter entirely, so we probably want to get off when we're like 10-minute walk away.
Right, 10-minute walk. Yeah, that's probably a bit far out for them to be putting lines in. So, you've got a big glowy skull, so I'm not going to make this an awareness roll. You can just notice it. after you walk for a while, and you think you should be around about a 5-minute walk away, you notice that the side of the tunnel is just all of a sudden open with a perfectly round tunnel, like impossibly perfectly round, just connects straight into the rail line.
Excellent.
Fun.
Here we go again.
On my own.
Something on the road. No?
Rock and roll.
Let's do this.
Also, I can hear like a vague tap in the background. I assume you're with us then?
Yes.
Rock and roll.
I think you would need a special talent to do like fellowship awareness.
I don't think that's actually a thing.
Yeah.
How many people do you have?
5.
I'm just
Yeah.
imagining that they're all just chanting hop 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 as they're trying to keep up with each other.
So, yeah, perfectly round side tunnel. What do
I'm
you-
trying to figure out how to do push to talk here. I'm borrowing a computer right now, that's why.
It's a good clean audio quality right there, though.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Poor Scout.
Huh?
It's all good.
Right. So yeah, you just carrying on or what?
Yeah, I will try for a perception. Or is it awareness roll?
I will use my ow specs.
Okay, what are you trying to determine with these rolls?
I'm gonna use my best quality aspects to look down this tunnel and see. He said these are like unnaturally carved out, like perfectly circular, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see what I can see with my Mechanicus eyes. Tech use +10. What do my aspects see with a 5?
What's the maximum range on your Auspex?
What does best quality do for regular aspects? Does it double?
Auspex scanner. The standard range is 50. Good increases to 30. It doesn't say anything for best.
Oh,
It only
okay.
goes up to good. Or if it goes with best, I think best gives it different types of scan.
I think best means I can see into the warp. Well, I can see warp signatures anyways.
That's right. Yes. But yeah, you can see 80 meters.
Scout, the good craftsmanship models increase your awareness test bonus to a +30. It doesn't increase range by 30.
Okay, so it's just the range is 50 then.
Oh,
I
that's worded
guess.
so jank. The standard range for an Auspex is 50 meters. The wall's more than 50 centimeters thick, and shielding can block the scanner. Good craftsmanship models increase the bonus to 30. To +30, which this makes it sound like they mean literally +30 on that distance that they just gave you.
But we know they.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where, like, I'm willing to cut them the benefit of the doubt because I'm fairly certain that's meant to be a paragraph break, but because of the layout of the page, it just looks like it's a straight continuation.
I see. There is a period, so it could well be. But also it goes diagonally downwards, so they can't even delineate with a tab like they usually do.
Yep. So yeah. Malika,
Yo.
this doesn't just look unnaturally perfect. This is literally completely perfect. Your scanner just confirms there is no deviation, not even at the microscopic level, there isn't a flat angle. This is perfectly round, perfectly smooth, and perfectly straight for as far as the scan goes. You're fairly
Dude.
certain this is Xenotech that did this.
And so I haven't detected anything like in the ground lying in wait, no signatures like that.
Nope. Seems whatever
Alright.
made this is either out of your range or has moved on.
Alright, I will alert the rest of the group that this was made by Necrons and ready my weapon.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Man Portable is ready to roll.
Mauler Cannon is online.
Grr.
I'd forgotten which guns you guys have. Hold on, I need to rebalance these encounters.
No.
No.
Bill, Bob, head left.
We got these specifically because, well, first of all, you gave her the las cannon, all right?
And she
You gave her the
regrets
las
it.
cannon in like
Yeah.
episode 2.
Yeah, but it's been so many months.
I love that
and,
las cannon. I was sniping mortars with it.
And to be fair, there was a little bit of meta going on because I have read Deathwatch and I've read all the Necron stats. And when you said we were fighting Necrons, I was just, well, we don't have the Astartes level weaponry to deal with this, but we have Meltas, so.
Yeah, but that was Astartes level Necrons. This is hopefully human level Necrons.
No,
No,
there's no
these
difference.
stats straight out of the Deathwatch books, man.
She has literally said that.
Yep.
These are straight up Deathwatch Necrons.
They're hella spooky.
Oh lord, this new incense is lovely.
Like, even as strong as we are, we're not, with the weapons we have, we're not as good as, like, a moderately equipped Deathwatch kill team. Like, session 4 or 5 Deathwatch kill team.
We are what you call the other guys.
Like, the Mauler Cannon is the only thing that really sets us apart. Other than that, the Space Marine Meltas, their bolt guns, literally everything does much more damage and they have like what are they called? They specifically have things that help against stuff like this. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
I will point out, Space Marine bolters deal all of +4 damage.
Last I saw, Space Marine bolters were maybe it was a special bolter I was looking at then, because I'm remembering
looking at the 3
Yeah,
Mirage.
you were looking at the original ones. I am which were FAQ'd to being instead of like 2d10 plus 5 plus tearing, it's a d10 plus 9 tearing.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Alright, so let me just give your tokens the appropriate wiggle to make sure the advanced fog of war is cleared where you're standing. Boop you over to the map.
Hurry.
Can you shift ping me?
You
Top left.
yeah.
Top left, okay.
I had thought it would just start you in the top left because that's where it normally starts people.
No, I got started at the bottom middle.
Well, that's fucking useless, isn't it, map? Anyway, I need to be right back. Just 1 second.
Okie dokie.
Does this mean I fetch an alcoholic beverage?
Probably.
I think
That
it
sounds
does.
like a plan. I'll be right back with the Magners.
Do you still have any of the good stuff left, or you?
I do. I've behaved.
Oh, really?
I've behaved and managed to hang on to a few glasses worth left.
I'm impressed. I'm not sure if I have the fortitude to do that. Usually, when I have good liquor, it's gone within a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I do that if I think it would be any less delicious, but thankfully whiskey tends to be pretty good about that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I'm doing the same thing with whiskey. I just can't control myself.
Ah, fair enough. Alright, bring it back.
Alright, I return.
Scout took off to top off a glass of whiskey.
I cannot blame her.
But yeah, Merzendi, we just grabbed stuff when we were just like, oh, Necron. So it's not like we got overpowered. It's just that I feel like our party is appropriately prepared. It's not like every single one of us has multi-meltas or anything.
Yeah, it's just that I had things balanced for like the chapter 2 party and not for you guys, and they have much less impressive guns.
I think it's Mauler cannon. There's the Power Maul. There's Carnadon's. Oh, she's back.
Yep.
Las cannon. Kenny doesn't have anything. The sergeant has a plasma gun, right?
Kenny has his brain, and his brain is scary.
And
To
I
us
have
too.
an Inferno. Yeah, I have an Inferno pistol and a melta gun. So let's do this, guys. I'm sure we're not all going to die and have to reroll characters. It's fine.
Don't worry, we've got backups as in our other characters.
But I can literally terrify people.
So you, assuming you continue on up the tunnel, you do eventually find its culmination, what appears to be the train station for the bunker. Furthermore, appears to be a rather literal end of the line.
Okay then.
Train joke.
All
right, man. Get out your lamps.
Have you seen Action Figure Therapy, M?
No.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious.
I was
You
about
need
to say if you've seen it, that's what I was hoping you were doing with this character. All right, big guys.
I believe in the two of you.
I believe in a thing called love.
Oh, of course, we all do.
Just listen to the rhythm of your heart.
I will also point out, though the Ogrins were able to be convinced to get in here eventually, this is a confined space. You do have your -10 to skill tests from being in a confined area.
I do have It's Not Too Dark.
Yeah, I also have It's Not So Dark.
How much of a difference does that one make?
Pretty much roll a willpower, and we can ignore that.
Well, I would suggest now may well just be the time to make that roll.
Yeah. Doesn't it give a bonus?
Nope.
Can I reroll?
Hold on, let me actually find the
Yeah, it wouldn't help anyway. It wouldn't help for me anyway.
I don't think it gives plus 30. That would be very big.
It's called It Not So Dark. Okay. Yeah, It Not So Dark allows you to enter a space of your own volition. It does not reduce the penalty for being there. So, any skill test, this is important because it is not any attacks or raw characteristics, has a -10. So, you are somewhat spooked.
Alright, lead on, my big, sweet, beautiful boys.
I should have done that earlier. I should have inspired. Oh well.
That's fine. Apparently there was a test that didn't exist anyway.
Well, there would have been had we not have It's Not So Dark.
Right. All right, go ahead. We're waiting on you. Push. Yeah.
There we go. Oh god. Oh god. Why? Oh Jesus. Oh fuck.
Oh, jeez,
Oh.
more Rick.
Why are they?
That's not what I'm complaining about. I'm getting some really horrible frame rate for me. Oh god.
Hmm.
So that could be my fault.
What are these glowy things?
Those glowy things are station lights. They appear to still be very well kept and powered brightly, though further into the base, into the bunker, things seem darker.
Man up.
Raggy.
Ripes, Raggy.
Can I have a Jomum snack?
You can have a German snack. If I remember rightly, they're giant sandwiches. Which actually is a source of Scooby Snack thinking about it. Okay, what is that there?
That is a small maintenance hatch.
Alright. I will ask if Malika would like to rig a grenade to this maintenance hatch, just in case.
I will aspect scan the maintenance hatch first.
Behind it, you find 50 Necrons waiting.
Alright, it's a maintenance hatch. It's relatively thin plasteel, and well, you detect some ashes and what appear to be human, like partial human remains under it. No currently active entities.
Is that what I find under there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Try about a third of each bone, and yeah, basically.
And over here, this appears to like delineate. Is that a lift or?
No, that's just whoever built this tile set, arbitrarily having different, grades. It's kind of irksome, but it does not indicate anything special.
Okay. Alright, but yeah, Malika, if you could kindly, I don't know, just rig it. It doesn't have to be a particularly powerful explosive, but a frag would be good and loud.
Do I have any frag grenades? I do not.
I will hand you a frag grenade.
Okay.
Don't worry, I have 10 more where that came from.
Someone who's carrying more explosives than me.
I am carrying 10 frag grenades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guns, and a bunch of smokes.
11 degrees of success on setting up the frag grenade trap.
I have 7 frag grenades, 2 smokes, 2 cracks, and a melt-a-bomb.
I mean, you have more explosive than me. Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. I've gotta do stuff to do stuff for work. So, Scout.
Yeah.
So that you guys aren't out like Melta and stuff like that. Real quick rundown on my character so you can take over. I do all of my Mechanicus tests at a plus 10 and a plus 20 if it's something I can use an Omni tool on. But basically, always tech use plus 10 if I can use an Omni tool on it, plus another plus 10, and if I can plug into it, that's a plus 10 on top of that. I can fire the Inferno pistol as a reaction to burn it.
Yep.
And the melter gun has I'm plugged into it right now, so it's a +10. It has a red dot and a custom grip and a quick release. So
Sure.
yeah, just in case things get bad. Otherwise, just keep me in back doing beep boop stuff.
Sounds good. Let's
Okay.
test a button.
Yes. Sorry about this, but I have to like put my lunch together and stuff.
Yep, that's okay, dude. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to get started earlier and not have technical difficulties.
All right, guys. Have fun.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yep.
Bravery Skull leads the way.
All right then. Continue on, my big friends. Nudge.
It's really dark. I'm scared.
It's fine.
Scary.
Just think of how big all of your weapons are.
Herc and Jomum have reached an intersection. There are a pair of tight corridors and doors, one leading east, one south. Both are closed, and well, at least the eastern door has a keycard lock.
Is there any identification on what's behind each of these doors?
Could auspex it.
Well, I mean, just like signposting and that kind of shit. Anything that, like, if anyone's just put, like, you know, I don't know if they label things here in this kind of location, but it might just say what's behind a door, like staff room only, etc.
Yeah, actually, the eastern door is marked authorized personnel only. It's a good sign to have alongside your keycard lock. Really reinforces the fact that this door is probably locked. The southern door is marked rec room. Rec room. Thing. What's the thing that has lots of flowers in? Not a garden, because gardens have
Greenhouse?
the
Atrium.
outside. Yes.
Greenhouse?
Rec room, atrium, hangar.
I mean, I would be interested in seeing an atrium, but I imagine that Malik would at least like to beat boop on the tapper pad right there.
Can we go to the southern door?
I'm going to check the east one just in case it's full of things that might be useful. Or, like, people who have locked themselves away. And I will press one of Malika's big, shiny tech use buttons.
I think this... Yeah, this could be done with tech use.
I think it would be tech use if she jacks into it directly, right?
Yeah. Is she trying to open it, though, is the question?
This would be first interfacing with it, and then you can choose to open them or not afterwards. Because if it's trapped or full of things, you can see those trapped before you try and set them all off. So specifically, it's plugging into it, nothing else. Just making sure.
Malika's able to do... actually... what's your stat? I mean... You literally can't beat an 8, but let's see.
Fuck, you came real goddamn
Wow.
close, though.
Malika is able to examine it, plug in with a little secure section, and then determine that A, the normal functions of this are not trapped, B, she just had to fight off some very potent scrap code, and C, someone hacked the shit out of this and I force opened it already. It's locked now, but yeah. She she's able to give you a suggestion that maybe the Necrons who drilled that perfect tunnel also just made it through here.
Interesting. Alright then. Now we're posed with the question of, do we try to go into where Necrons have been, or move on to this atrium? I mean, it's likely they've gone both ways. Let's go with the atrium first, as long as this is actually currently locked, and we sadly do know that it's been gotten into by the Necrons, so we'll save that one for later.
How thick is the door?
Thicker than half a meter or less?
And if Malika waves her Auspex at it, she'll be able to determine that for you. Less than half a meter.
Rock and roll. Does she see anything useful then?
9 degrees of success. Let's see, do you have a useful stat here? Not really. Yeah. She is able to detect a large defense turret, which appears to have a pair of heavily modified heavy stubbers. She's
Pointed at the door.
Hold on. She was scanning this door,
Yes,
right?
yes, correct.
Okay.
I was gonna say, otherwise that's one very tooled atrium.
Yes. It appears to be pointed in the general direction of the door. She's able to tell you it's a defense turret. They point at likely angles of approach.
Okay.
And a door is perhaps the most likely. But she is also able to detect just the very edge of a larger than human shape.
Alright then. Oh my god, a crazy part of my brain was like, we asked Malika to hook a melter bomb up to the door so that when something comes to sneak up behind us as we enter the atrium, it dies of melter bomb. But also we're underground, so let's not do that really. Turning one of the only routes possibly upwards into a slag, it sounds like a bad fucking move. What do you guys think? Atrium will fight the turret. I would say Atrium just out of characterly because of fucking having Stray to actually be around for it would probably be nice. I'm sure there is something techie one could do with defense turrets and Necrons.
Yeah, I personally say atrium.
Okay. Let's go see some pretty flowers.
How thick is the atrium door?
The atrium door does not appear to have a keycard lock, just an open-close switch.
I punch open the door.
Okay, roll me a strength test.
Smashy, smashy.
Uh-oh. Oh.
5 degrees of success. Herc marches up, lowers his maul gun, and then the single strike sends the door just flying in pieces down the corridor.
How big are these pieces and how heavy are they?
In this case, for once, it doesn't particularly matter. There's nobody on the other side.
Oh, no, I mean, but it does matter because I'm going to have my companions. I'm going to order if they're big enough, I'm going to have my companions be walking cover called dig in.
The door as a whole is only slightly more than a meter wide. the shards it's broken into, even if they were in some way easy or sensible to lift, which they aren't, they're sharp shards of door,
Okay.
they wouldn't cover more than just your comrade.
Okay. Yeah, then it's not worth it.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining the way that you think your comrades are expendable. You're not actually a sergeant. You were the nurse in charge of the suicide watch, and you just decided, fuck, I'll put them back on the field.
Maybe.
Bob, George, Jerry, Jim Bush. It's fucking time for you to walk yourselves right into the fires of hell once again.
So do
you
really
saw
want to
the
meet
injuries, right?
Ow.
You really want to meet the Emperor that bad? I will put you in a place that you can meet the Emperor.
So you literally punched a door open. Yeah, hold on.
Hmm.
Well, at least it's better than chainsawing it open.
I suppose.
Alright. You can all make me an awareness test. If you have anything that improves your hearing, add it onto this.
Dope.
That's right. Psychers have improved hearing.
Shit! How about you, Malika? What you got?
Can I
shit.
can I spend it?
Yeah, Malika.
Can I spend a half action to inspire myself, and then
This
another
is
half
a
action?
this is a reaction, I'm afraid.
Merzendi,
Oh.
what's the benefit you said for having heightened senses hearing?
I believe that talent gives you a plus 10?
It does.
Bob, did you get a 1 or a 100?
Is there a reason to roll? I'd take a 9 as a negative 10, right? Look at my awareness.
Sick.
So
You have... Oh my god.
I have a negative 10 for awareness.
You have 10 perception?
20, but I'm not trained at all.
Right, you take a
So
minus
that's
10 because you failed your willpower test.
And then another negative 10 because I'm untrained.
God, while you're down here, German, I'm afraid that you are panic deaf. You can literally only hear someone if they are yelling directly into your ear. You are too shocked to actually function otherwise. Tunnels are bad for you, man. But yes, so that is Malika and Kenny succeeding. Alright, you hear a cry out in... All of you that didn't get 5 or more degrees of failure hear a cry out in Low Gothic. Those of you that succeeded are able to decipher it.
I think
Oh,
that
blast.
might literally just be Malika and Kenny.
Yep. Malika and Kenny are able to decipher it, but more of you are able to hear that it happened. Blast. They've breached the door. Grab your rifles, men. We'll make this a last stand that is sung about for 1,000 years.
Wait a second.
That sounds like allies.
Wait
Short
a second.
band.
I forgot something. Don't I get a +5 bonus for every comrade?
For
That's on attacks.
yeah, it is on attacks.
Okay.
It also would not turn
Oh no, it'd
5
still be a
degrees of
failure.
failure into a
It would
success.
still be a failure.
Oh, short band. This is Conradin Steel. Your relief has arrived.
Delivery.
Okay. Yeah, it is immediately responded to. Relief. Oh. Thank you, Emperor. This is Corporal Stone. 1st McKellen Grenadiers. Been holding out for coming up on a month now. So hell things are. It took you guys long enough to get here.
Yeah, there was a lot of delay. Someone went to the military in Romania, had to wash a bunch of cars.
Command Center didn't get the distress signal off, did they?
I'm afraid that we received no distress signal. We actually weren't aware that there was anyone alive left to relieve. Luckily I do believe I've packed quite a fair few rations and some Raycaf, which I'm sure you'll appreciate.
We managed to make it to the storeroom. The back door closed up and our sandbags, the things, left us be. As long as we didn't make any effort to escape. Just happy to let us stew in our filth.
We're currently at the top of a tunnel. There's a sealed-off door back here with a defense turret laid up to it, and we believe one of the enemies behind it. So we're going to be making our approach cautiously.
Yeah, that was the door I think you just busted. If you just busted the door I think you just did, there's a four-way intersection ahead of you.
You are correct.
Yeah, the eastern passage, that's guarded by another one of the turrets. Those metal bastards hacked into them. It'll fire off a burst if you cross by. If you run, no way it'll hit you, but you actually stay and slog it out with it, don't rate your chances.
And will it prevent... Is there anything in the western access worth trying to reach with a turret firing on us?
Nothing worthwhile for you guys. There are some beds in there, and we'd... Okay, so
Hey,
bravery skull.
Who just did that? Alright, own up. Who moved Bravery Skull into the literal firing line that was explained to us?
What?
I didn't.
I didn't move anything. I've been looking at something else.
Okay.
I was looking up action figure therapy because Stray told me about it.
I was just looking at my character sheet.
I don't have
Okay.
access to the skull, do I?
Everyone does.
We all do.
Oh, then I didn't know.
I'm just gonna assume it was like a misclick or something, since...
Yeah, I think Malika would have final say on that thing trying to ride itself into death and would stop it before then. She's a smart girl.
Yes.
So I'm sorry, I thought we were talking about the firing line over there. But there's a firing line?
No. Here there is... this is the eastern passageway. There is another defense turret, and it is actually there and out in the open, as it's been described. And just trying to cross it, it will shoot at us. But if we run across, it can't hit us. Likewise, I then asked, is there anything in the west that this thing shooting from the east would be keeping us from? At which point we heard, nothing there but beds, nothing that you're interested in.
Has some of our spare uniforms, but, well, we can cope without.
Tell you what, if you are no longer equipped for a fight...
I've still got my hot shot. Rest of the lads, they've got regular lasses, but
Those won't do a damned thing against them. Well, it looks like it's your lucky day.
we saw.
Looks like it's your lucky day, Hotshot. How would you like a chance at revenge? The rest of you, though, it might be worth tromping past this gun and taking the tunnel out. There shouldn't be anything to stop you. Don't touch the maintenance shaft.
Alright. Hold on. Say, you're a relief. Who are you with?
If I told you, you wouldn't believe us. But the Inquisition... They must be light hands these days. if they're picking up jackboots and cramming us into power armor.
Oh.
Oh yes, we're very much tooled.
I have a coloring book at your board.
We also have 2 Ogren.
And 5 guys with best quality plasma rifle.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, actually. Actually thinking
Yeah,
about it,
we're
we're
only-
disgustingly tooled.
Huh, that makes sense.
Wait, we're what?
Technically, quote-unquote, M's folks are all equipped with the same gear as M is, and they're Nebulous Assistant Space, so they've all got BQPGs.
Jesus fuck.
But only technically, sort of, pseudo.
Technically, only when he fires do they all fire at the
They're
same
more
time.
like, it's more like Schrodinger's equipment, where it only exists if it's being observed.
Mhm.
Yes.
Along with the fact that they exist.
Yeah.
He turns their head and all of them just like no longer exist. He's like, what? They're there.
Alright.
Hop Hop can't deal with the idea of existential crisis.
Yes.
Hop Hop is sad now.
Sergeant Brown is actually just a really, really strong Ogren with a schizophrenic leaning towards believing he's human with 5 friends.
Interesting.
Hop Hop have friends. You can't tell Hop Hop otherwise.
Yeah, great. Anyway, yeah, so what does this blokey say?
Just give me a sec. One of it. Yeah. There are sort of cold steam hiss as what you can recognize as the sound of a sanctified ammunition crate being opened.
Excellent. That is a sound I like.
I never got to have one of those fancy solos, so some ammo here, no good for me, but yeah.
Speaking of which, it sounds like you could use these, and I'll hand them to
He's
two
nowhere.
charge
He's
packs
nowhere
for a
near
hot
us. They're on
Oh,
the
never
other
mind.
side. They're a long way away down a hallway right now.
Yeah,
We're speaking on short band.
but
shot. Never mind then.
Sorry if I scared you.
do have a couple of melter bombs, so
Oh, that sounds delicious.
plus if any of you are lucky enough to have bolters, this run might be worth it for you.
Oh, I don't know. Would you happen to have any reload packs for a man-portable las cannon?
In here?
Oh, God,
that'll
country.
be on the hangar level if it's anywhere.
Huh.
And, although I don't know if Leonidas's ship takes man-portable packs.
Yes. Well then, if your men are prepared to take a dash past the gun, then they are happy to make their way out of the tunnel. They should pass on all the news they have, courtesy of... I've forgotten her name already, the sister. Evelina?
Vendetta.
Vendetta, that was it. Courtesy of Sisters Vendetta, she'll receive them immediately.
Oh. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Alright. Yeah. If you've got any smoke or anything, would be a pleasure
yes,
to
of
have.
course. Actually, how tough is, like, just thinking purely technologically, I guess I can ask Malika for this, but how tough is one of those turrets if we know it's there to just blast it? Like, just fucking come around the corner and portable it?
With your guns, you will probably be able to take it out before it fires, since you do have literal anti-tank weapons, and it is weaker than a tank.
Alright,
But
then. I'm gonna assume the position, and then ask if things go wrong for Herc to just fucking shoulder tackle me out of its way, if this doesn't kill it.
So are these just like machine gun turrets? What las gun turrets? Auto cannons?
Auto.
Oh, auto guns or auto cannons?
Heavily modified heavy stubbers.
Oh, I could use those bullets.
I'll see if I can keep some rounds safe after I blast its barrel off.
Cool.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna try to... in fact, don't I have move and shoot, so I can just run past it, fire on it, and keep going? Yeah, I've got hip shooting, so I'm gonna just run past and shoot, so even if I fuck it up, I don't get shot.
I'm not entirely sure that's quite how it works, but
You can move, shoot, and you can move and shoot once during the movement.
Yes, so during a movement action, a shot happens, as opposed to having to stop like others would.
Blue has it.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
hip shooting's amazing. I got it on the original, the OG Corridor Lord.
Yeah, even Blue has it. Saved her ass a couple times.
So,
Okay.
let's see here. So it'll be no aim. When it's in view, is it short range? I'll just have the roll ready to go.
What's the range of your las cannon?
300.
Everything on this map is within short range.
Sick.
Some things twice over.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna run past.
Blit.
Hold on, I want to see from where you can see it.
Yeah.
Damn it! I should have had them back you up.
Hold on, I need to refresh. Roll20 is fucking up.
Ah, okay.
It's preventing me from actually clicking on you to do Control L properly.
Oh, okay. It's a selection thing. It might be that you had a token edit open and then it was double clicked, half closed.
Oh yeah. You can definitely see that, although it does have some.
Well, I mean, I
motion
can shoot it when
proper.
I'm there, which is even better for me.
Yes. So it is rotating in your direction, but you are literally shooting on the run. So, did I ever get you? No, I never got the vehicle table.
33 pen 10 as I go past it. No, I guess I come to a halt here.
Yep, just hold on. I need to determine where on it you technically hit.
Okie dokie. And yeah, Roz, I'm working on destroying it.
63. You hit it directly in one of its guns.
Yeah!
So you were shooting clearly in the side arc, so, that, you completely ignore its armor with your pen, and you put it to 13 over, so, yeah.
Sorry, you might not get that ammunition, I'm afraid. I think I was too good.
10 plus weapons. The force of the attack destroys the weapon and continues through into the vehicle's hull, detonating the ammunition store. It explodes immediately. It cannot be repaired, and nothing from within it can be salvaged.
Very specifically, I'm sorry, but I did not. Didn't just shoot the barrel off. I shot into it.
Oh.
Scowl, my dear, please roll me 2d10.
Sure. 6.
Okay, you would have actually had to roll max to have any danger.
Oh, well, just like shrapnel. But I mean, it would have to ping off of my power armored body.
Anyone within 6 meters of the vehicle suffers 1d10 plus 6 explosive damage. So it could have actually done.
Yeah, it could have done it.
Of points of damage
It could have done up
you.
to 4 to me.
Yeah. This defense turret is detonated in a massive conflagration.
I will clack the las cannon back and lift the visor to grin.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm just too good of a shot, Herc. Is there any more ammo for that thing in the stores over there?
Yeah?
Go on, Herc, go
Yeah,
fetch.
we've got more. Oh.
Sorry for hurting your feelings punching in the door.
Oh, mate. This has been the best news I've had for literally a month. So, yeah, you just here to evac us, or what?
Nah, we're here monster hunting.
We're also here to acquire... You mentioned Leonidas' ship. I assume that's the little bit shuttle that we're after.
Yes.
We're going to be needing
Shuttle.
Yeah, I have heard nothing specific about this shuttle, and then likewise Condon will do big clanky air quotes. But it supposedly will be what is necessary to get us right in the heart of these bastards and destroy the lot of them, so, as you can expect, rather an important target for us to try and acquire.
Alright. Well, you'll need to take the elevator to that. That's, down that eastern corridor, far end of it, and then head south, past the proper atrium. But command and control, they were trying to lock it down to stop metal bastards from getting in.
I'm worried that there's not really much they could do to keep them out if they were determined.
Yeah, probably not, but fair chance that unless you can get into one of the control consoles, you guys won't be able to use the lift.
Fair enough. Tell you what, do you think you'll be able to be our eyes? You can stand mostly behind us and just take the odd pot shot, but you're the only other one out of your group that can do them some harm. We weren't asking to be a combatant. I know you've been settled for a month.
I do also have one of the key cards to get into CNC, so
I won't force you. We did not even know you were here to be a survivor, and none would blame you if you wish to go with your men.
It would do my soul good to kill at least one of these things.
Great, and you can also help keep an eye on pilot butts.
Sure.
I will indicate the weedy little man on Alvara's back.
What about these three? You mentioned they should head back.
Yes.
You got... I didn't hear the train alarm go off.
Well,
he's a good man, that Butts.
We stopped our train 10 minutes out, made the rest of the way on foot just to ensure we didn't set off any alarms. If they make the journey, they'll be able to reach it. Assuming we're successful, we won't be needing the train back, that's for sure. You can take a ride with us, Stone.
Sounds good to me. Alright, boys. Double time it. You heard the lady. And a hop, 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 hop.
And then we just hear terrifying screams, just, oh, for fuck's sake! As they're all just torn to shreds.
Just run off the map.
Yeah. Yeah, having an actual guide seems like it'll do good.
Where's Bravery Skull?
I'm pretty sure those things took over all the defense guns, and you head through the door into COC. There's the one right in front of you, but it's designed so that, like, you want to rush through, take the side corridor that gives you some cover, but there's a flanking gun set up there.
Ah, I see. Tempt you out into position so you can get blasted.
Yep.
Well,
Great idea against the orcs. Not so good when, well, the few shells the guns do fire bounce off bastards, and then they start shooting at you.
yes, being automated and not in the presence of your own handy little brain freak is generally considered a bad move.
Don't worry, I'm real good at shooting them.
I mean, we did have our engine zero seeing things, but well, he had to try to lock down a lift, stop them from blowing up the gunship.
Interesting. Okay. Tell you what, since we're outside your room, now might be the time to go and raid it for anything good. Smoke them if you've got them, so to say.
I mean, we mostly got into rations. Otherwise, there's probably more you can carry, but I don't know if it'll fit most of your guns. You,
Oh, I just mean that, if he wants to go back into where the beds and the rec room is so he can just grab any of his shit. Like, literally smoke them if he's got them. So that he can take the edge off before we go murdering aliens.
that's a good point. Don't think I can stand another low stick right now, but Emperor, smite me if I couldn't do with getting a change of clothes.
I'm very glad these suits come with filters.
Yeah, I mean, this one is Atmos sealed, so
Oh, so you've been sealed in your own rightness. How lovely. Go ahead, hurry up then, and we'll be on our way soon.
he heads off. A couple of minutes later, emerges, in clean clothes and just holding some sort of deodorant in front of his gas mask. It might take a couple of minutes for the filters to get
Yeah,
but
it smells like chain axe body spray.
alright then.
Alright. Yeah, he said there was a flanking gun, right? While he's doing that, I probably want to just go the old scoot and shoot and blast it again.
He was not talking about there.
Oh, what, further up in... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, through the keycard sealed door. was what he was
Right,
talking
that
about.
one. Which would want to spook us into. Okay, yeah, okay, makes sense. Alright. Same as been going for like 2.5 hours or so, and you said you wanted to adjust some combat difficulties. Since we're straight at this.
I do have them adjusted, but yes. Since this is about the time I would normally be wanting to stop, and yeah. If you go through the door, you're gonna be getting into a fight.
Figured as much.
Yeah. So, we will be calling it here. I hope you guys had fun.
Yep, it is very nice to be back in action, so to speak.
Yeah, it's nice to knock the dust off these characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'll have my character finished by next game, obviously. He's almost done now. Yeah, he's almost
I'm
done
about
now.
to give you more experience. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we just have like all his minion images just be fucking lawn gnomes?
No, they're going to be I've got images.
Oh, horrifying.
Yep.
I would rather not deal with minion images just because, yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. Every time one of them dies, it's just the same guy again. It's like
No,
it's
more
like,
for maneuvering them around the map.
It's basically like What was his name from Gears of War?
I don't fucking know. All of them were square.
Carmine.
Carmine.
Yeah, Carmine. Oh no, Carmine died. Don't worry, he has another brother. Don't worry, he has another brother.
Literally named alphabetically as well.
Didn't,
This is
I was about to say,
great.
didn't Carmine actually live through the last game?
No, there was 7 brothers, 6 of them died.
And they voted for the well. They didn't specify how many brothers.
Oh yeah.
But they voted for having the current one.
Yeah, regardless, I believe it is
Anyway.
time to shut this one up. Thank you, as usual, for running, Merz. It is nice that this has been like a straight week of just getting back into all the games that had to go on hold. Like, we get to see all these characters again, they get to do shit. So thank you, of course, for running. And if you're watching in the VOD or you're watching in the stream, I hope that you had yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and please do take care. I'm probably gonna close the stream and then restart it and drink more whiskey and play more Warframe, so feel free to hang around.
Nice.
Sounds like a fun evening for you.
Yeah.
Bye stream. Bye YouTube.
I see everybody.